strange. There are still signs of the world serpent all over the lake. But we saw him disappear at Ragnarok.
That could only mean the legend was true all along. That blow from Thor sent Jormungandr straight back in time. A younger Jormi, fresh from Jotunheim, would grow into the serpent we know.
When we first met the snake, you said that he found Atreus familiar. Perhaps they met in Jotunheim.
Perhaps so, brother. We'll have to ask the lad for that story when we next see him. Careful, brother! You're covered in bifrost!
Steady your guard!
Watch for the horse!
Shield strike!
I don't understand why they keep fighting. Can't they sense Odin is dead?
They are soldiers. They will always be loyal to him, alive or dead. It is a matter of honor.
Yes, he will continue to follow his orders and keep the realms under his thumb.
Not for long, they won't. When Jormungandr attacked Thor in Asgard, it seemed personal somehow. But there's no way they could have met before that, is there?
I've been pondering that, and I have a theory. We know the lad spent his time in Jotunheim learning soul magic. Perhaps the serpent figured in.
You mean Atreus placed some other giant soul into him? Someone who already hated Thor to begin with?
Exactly! Though that doesn't narrow it down much, I grant you. I wonder if Jorm even remembers after all this time who he once was. Left flank! Well, shame that's the last of Kvasir's poems.
Why not write your own?
Been a while since I dipped my quill into the ink pot of poetry, but... maybe it's time to try again.
Freya, something is on your mind. What is it?
Freyr's sword. I'm glad he got it back.
Odin stole it?
Not quite. It couldn't be stolen. It had to be given freely. Freyr had it forged in his younger days, imbued with its own motives and passion. For centuries, he swore he would only ever set it down in death or upon meeting the love of his life. Both he and the sword were romantics, you see.
What a beautiful dagger.
Impractical.
Ceremonial. Looks to be a sculpture from the southern lands. Behind you! Incoming! Careful, brother! You're covered in Bifrost! I just had a thought. With Asgard destroyed, where will the Einherjar go?
Valhalla exists both inside and outside of Asgard. Who knows what became of it?
Aye. Suppose they'll have to find rest somewhere.
Freya, you spoke of your brother's sword. How did Odin acquire it?
I'll answer this one. Odin disguised himself as the most beautiful person Freyr had ever seen.
This separated Freyr from his sword.
Oh, with embarrassing speed.
I am glad Freyr ultimately retrieved it.
Me too. My little fool.
Something else I recall about that Greek play I mentioned, if you won't take offence at the critique. As a work of performance, it consisted almost entirely of watching people give speeches and receive terrible news. Might have been nice to see more events dramatised instead of described.
It is Greek tradition for a story to unfold.
That relic. Do you suppose it's the one we read about? Something... counteract a sleeping curse.
went to Helheim, how did he not freeze to death?
A perk of the Jofer.
The boar-shifting warriors of Vanaheim. As wise in statecraft as they are deadly on the battlefield.
So they may shift into whatever form they like.
Sure, so long as the only two shapes they'd like to shift into are human and boar.
The runic word appeared over there. See it? Suna.
The hilt is drawn to the gravestone.
But father fierce. Start all for the troublesome. Nasty hit! You alright, brother?
I will strike you!
Helheim, away! Alpha! The end is near! Alpha!
Once we have defeated these berserkers, what then?
We pay the king a visit and give him more of the same.
We have seen this before. Revenge will not bring you peace.
Is it revenge if just... justice is served?
That is a question you must answer for yourself.
Look, over there.
is cooperative in large scare quotes.
From above! My God!
Enemy behind you, Kratos!
Careful, brother. You're covered in Bifrost.
I'm glad we can help these Einherjar on their way, even if they hate us for it.
They do not need to spend their afterlife serving a cruel god any longer.
Agreed.
Brother, I've heard my share of stories about your homeland, but I'd also heard that you once fought in a tournament.
I fought in many contests.
But this particular one, I heard you did battle with beasts, scoundrels, princesses, the undead, automatons, and history's greatest musician. That's not true, is it?
I would not speak of this.
Fair enough, brother.
More carvings from Yari and Somer here.
Mimir, tell me more of Yari.
After leaving his family, he wandered the realms in search of something unnameable. But in all his wondrous travels, nothing satisfied him. Until he met another wanderer in search of something similar. Unnameable. He was called Somer.
Let us find the final ingredient.
Kratos! Are you okay? Alpha!
I wonder how many of these fragments of Asgard there are.
A realm's worth at least, so I'd say we have our work cut out for us. Gather the fear!
The Alpha!
The king will lead us to glory! Helping God, thank ye! Devour them!
The Alpha!
Thanks for helping God! Big Eldinger!
I am reminded of our search for the Valkyries 2 winters ago.
I can see the similarities, aye.
There is one difference. With the Valkyries, you lacked spite.
Brother, I appreciate the sentiment, but you don't know the full tale.
I know how it feels to be wronged, and how it feels to achieve vengeance. I would hope to spare you the disappointment.
Aye.
To Vanaheim, then.
Sounded like Lady Sif managed to convince the old boar to shelter the Æsir refugees.
It was his idea.
Oh?
To foster peace among the Vanir and Æsir.
That's brilliant. Shifty bastard must be trying to prove he can out-diplomat me.
At least he's not convincing her to marry someone, like some other diplomats would.
A deservedly low blow, Your Majesty.
Anytime.
Enemy behind you! Use a shield strike!
Behind you! Look out!
The Alpha!
Careful, brother! You're covered in bifrost!
Watch your eyes! Behind the Alpha!
Another camp defeated.
Aye, and one step closer to giving the realms a shot at healing.
Now, regarding security... Kratos, Freya, welcome back. Vanir,
Lady Sif, Freya, it speaks volumes seeing you here in person. The first of the Æsir to visit us in peace.
Really, Your Majesty?
It's the capacity of the Vanir's forgiveness that speaks volumes.
we know Asgard was more than Odin and his Einherjar. If they'll help us rebuild, they're more than welcome to stay.
Æsir and Vanir living together. I never thought it possible.
I imagine a severe lack of options for the Æsir helped ease things along.
Oh, Mimir. It has truly been a pleasure not listening to your prattling commentary for the last 100 winters.
Well, excuse me, milady.
100 winters of Mimir bleating at court? I think I'd rather be exiled.
Indeed. Oh, the stories I have.
Really? Do tell.
Well, everything appears to be in order here, diplomacy administered, and all's well. Let's leave these two to their planning, shall we? Careful, brother! You're covered in bifrost!
Behind you! Incoming! Disruptive attack from the sky! The Alpha!
For every camp we destroy, we find two more.
It's almost impressive.
Freya, look.
Star blush.
Protect yourself!
Go with peace, brothers and sisters.
Learn anything?
Sigil arrows won't work on this. We should be able to enter the Revenant camp now. And free my sisters.
It's explosive! Be careful!
That's the last of the Seder, I believe.
The last of these cursed souls are finally free from their suffering.
If there are more, we will be ready.
What's it say, brother?
I look forward to exploring Alfheim and not having to fight elves.
Oh? What makes you think that's an option?
They've united, haven't they? What possible reason would they have to attack us?
Sorry to say, but there are still plenty of elves out in the Barrens eager for conflict.
But why? Freyr united them. They fought together at Ragnarok.
For those who have spent their lives in combat, peace is not always an option.
Left side, five cross!
On your left!
Shield strike, now!
This is truly thankless work.
It must be done.
I'm sure the civilians were protecting would thank us. Well, thank both of you. Me, they would just point at and scream. Wait a bloody moment. Is that?
Thor's hammer. And his daughter.
I'll make you proud, Dad.
Well, good for her. Freya, why don't you finish that story about your brother? He stumbled into Alfheim, became a legend, and returned ages later to bring peace.
It's true. But as the only one both sides trusted, the peace depended on him. And with the long war dragging on without an end in sight, I suppose making any kind of peace was an irresistible notion for him, even if it meant having to rule. Mimir, there's something I wanted to ask you about. Hildisvini told me about your visit to secure Hel's army, but was reluctant to elaborate when it came to negotiating with Krasfelder.
Ah, yes. Well, I can see why he'd hold off on such a subject until he saw if we survived the battle.
Mimir, what exactly did you promise the large bird?
Oh, nothing too horrifying. It's just that she'd like to retire.
Retire? Hel's eagle wants to retire?
Indeed. And don't ask me what she expects to do with her free time. I assure you there is no reassuring answer.
Can she even do that? Not be Hel?
Apparently so. She just requires relief. Someone else to step in and become Hel, as it were.
Not exactly an office many would wish to occupy.
Aye. Terrible weather, infinite hours, and the possibility of unleashing terrible mischief on the realms if they're careless. Or worse, if they aren't completely trustworthy.
But if she were to leave without a replacement?
Complete chaos, yes.
Well, I'm sorry I asked.
Careful, brother. You're covered in Bifrost.
I feel bad for the Asgardians, and even worse for the Midgardian refugees. Learning the god they indebted themselves to didn't care for them at all. Such profound betrayal.
Aye, their homes will not be the only thing they will be rebuilding.
Story, if you wish.
Am I preferable to silence at last? A rare day. I'm touched. But since you mention it, there has been one on my mind of late. It goes back to my earliest days, when I had little more to do than observe the mortals who passed through our forest. One summer, a local laird of renowned eccentricity chose to sequester himself with a small coterie of kinsmen and followers. The aim of their woodland retreat was to achieve enlightenment through study and discipline. They took oaths to brook no distractions until they became wise men.
Distractions?
Aye, women, drink, mostly women. As you can imagine, things deteriorated quickly. By autumn, tempers were frayed and wisdom remained in short supply. One day, I watched as the laird and his brother took their hunt. There they found, at the banks of a river, a lady as fair as any they'd left behind. She pleads for their assistance for fear the currents would carry her off if she tried to cross. The laird doesn't miss a beat. He hoists her onto his shoulders, carries her across, sets her down, doffs his cap, and fords back across to his brother, who is dumbfounded, can't even bring himself to speak. The day stretches on, the laird carries on hunting, and his brother quietly gnashes his teeth down to powder. Finally, the dam breaks. "Brother," he cries, "how could you do it after everything we've sacrificed? How could you break your vow like it was nothing, carrying that lass on your shoulders like you were a Shetland pony?" The laird just smiles. "Brother, I set that lass down across the river. 'Tis you that carries her still." Oh, I got a chuckle. A rare day indeed.
She's gone.
That? Well, she's hiding again.
It matters not. The knowledge found here will spread. Our work is done.
That's the last of the missing schematics. I suspect you've got some new sword hilts in your future.
think anything grew here.
Someone's crying.
Sinmara.
Ah, Surtur's love. Should we try to tell her what happened?
She knows.
Careful, brother. You're covered in Bifrost.
This was the last, was it not? Only the king remains.
Aye, and if you thought his berserkers were tough, well, I've been thinking about what you said, brother. Maybe it's time to let this go. Slurping up a dead man's soul with this old sword isn't going to change the past.
It is good to hear you say that, but I plan to face it regardless.
What? After all your lecturing on vengeance and spite?
It is not wise to let a malevolent spirit wander Midgard, but I needed to know you wanted this for the right reasons.
Huh. Appreciate the sentiment, brother. Aha! Another fallen piece of Asgard. Something seems a bit different about this one.
Different?
Dunno. I've just a funny feeling.
Your analytical mind knows no bounds.
Hang on a minute. Is this a prison?
It would seem so.
Let's continue. Might be something useful inside. This place goes deep. We should head downward.
Ah, yes. I'm sure there's nothing especially dangerous at the bottom of an Asgardian prison.
If the Einherjar survived Ragnarok, perhaps some of the inmates did as well.
Let us find out.
Recognize him, Mimir?
I do not, sadly. Of course, the Einherjar disappeared a fair few dwarven rebels during the occupation. I suspect this is one of them. Do not fire, Kratos! It will pass!
Another chain. Shall we find out what this one does?
Enemy on the left! Right side!
A flower.
Who was he?
I don't know. A gardener, perhaps? Dreamshade is difficult to keep alive, even under the best conditions, but this... He gave all his strength to keep...
Then he is right. You should have it.
Odin hid something here. I know it. We should find a way to the cell on the other side.
can't believe it.
Wait, that can't be. Lord Tyr.
Is this an illusion?
No, brother. No, I think it's the real deal.
Mimir? Is that you, old friend?
In all the important ways, aye.
There was such a commotion. If Odin learns what you've done...
Odin is dead.
The realms are at last free of him. You're safe.
Odin's dead.
And Asgard fallen.
So the reign of the Æsir is truly over. That's quite a lot to take in. And you are?
His name is Kratos.
Kratos? I know that name.
Come. You need real shelter. Food.
No. No, what I need most now, I think, is to reflect on what you've told me. I need space, if you would grant me that.
Very well. Our home is in the realm between realms for the moment. You can find us there when you're ready.
Kratos. I know you from somewhere. I'm sure it will come back to me.
Until then. Was truly him.
It's hard to trust anything after what we've been through. But with Odin gone, I've no cause to doubt it.
Our paths will cross again. Of that I'm sure.
Well, now we know what this prison's for. This is where Odin stashed those he would camouflage himself as.
Makes sense. If you're going to imitate someone, you wouldn't want them walking around.
Why not kill them?
He must need them alive in order to assume their form.
Aye. Odin likely wanted Tyr dead for a multitude of reasons, but he knew Tyr would be more useful alive.
Your god of war has truly returned. What now?
He'll want to stretch his legs, I imagine. Imprisonment stokes wanderlust. Not that I need to remind any of us of that.
Mother and father perished at last. Finally now, our anguish may pass.
Ah, if I had a stomach, it'd be twisting right now.
Odin is gone. There's no remaining threat.
No, it's from excitement. Hardly any non-giants have gotten the great privilege of visiting the realm of the Jotnar.
It's truly an honor to be among a very select few. So this is Jotunheim.
As beautiful as the stories, and then some.
Here, Finn.
And abode.
Kratos, Vanir, Freya. It's good to see you.
I wish to thank you for creating a path out of Asgard for us.
Aye, a true pleasure to meet the lassie who saved our skins.
Indeed. Your giant stuff magic is truly a marvel.
We were so glad we got there in time. Freya, your brother's sacrifice won't be forgotten.
It won't.
I will say, you've made quite the impression on our Atreus' heart.
Vanir.
Oh, like you weren't thinking it, brother.
Ahem. You're a cherished ally, Angraboda. I hope we cross paths again.
I imagine we will. There's lots to do, and I'm just getting started. Kratos, the last time you were here was because of Faye, right?
You saw this in prophecy.
Your son told me. It's a beautiful place to rest.
It is what she wished. Angraboda, you are the last giant left in Jotunheim.
No, actually. My grandmother, Gryla. She's, not really one for visitors, but she's still here. She's helping me forage at the moment.
After all you've done, lass, she must be so proud to have a granddaughter such as yourself.
She might be. Someday. I don't know quite yet, but I think it's a start.
Look here, Freya. The flower.
Incredible.
King Hrolf's gravestone. It's reformed. Guess there's only one thing left to do.
Switching arrows!
Careful, brother. You're covered in bifrost. Take it off, man! You've got this!
My kingdom.
Thank you, brother. Still not sure if that was justice or vengeance.
The two are not always at odds.
What do you intend to do with Skofnung now?
I intend to use it.
No! Don't you understand the legacy that thing carries? Not to mention the souls of evil berserkers.
I will use it for good.
That won't erase its history.
No. But the story of this sword is still being written. Future generations will weigh its good deeds against the bad and decide for themselves.
You've come a long way from when I first met you, brother.
I have had good counsel since then, brother.
You know, back in Jotunheim, I had half a mind to ask Angerboda what exactly her intentions were with the lad. One look at her and any doubts I had melted away.
It's a question every parent must grapple with sooner or later.
I trusted her with my life. I trust her with my son.
You can't argue with that.
Another carving. The last ingredient in the recipe.
One more ingredient around here, brother.
The meeting of Yari and Sommer.
Ah, right. So the two agreed traveling together might be beneficial.
And less lonely.
Aye. Their bond with each other grew quickly, and the meals they shared became legendary. It was said that to dine with them could sustain you for weeks.
That was the last of the ingredients.
We could take them back to the cauldron in Midgard. I see something.
Finish the story.
Gladly. It was said that Yari and Sommer first shared a kiss in the fields of Jotunheim.
Oh? How'd they manage to reach Jotunheim?
Don't know. Point is, they went on countless expeditions, each location more beautiful than the last. But they found as they did, the destination became less important than simply traveling together.
And the unnameable thing?
It was home. Yari and Sommer had found it in each other.
So you brought that frost in my neck stuff.
Above you, Kratos!
I believe that was the last stronghold of the Æsir.
So, Odin's oppressive ways have finally ended.
Are you satisfied?
Yes. Perhaps the realms may finally find peace and healing.
It does not.
Seen all the arenas and completed them. Maybe something's changed in the main chamber.
brother! You're covered in Bifrost!
Switching! Submit! Bother no one! This was inevitable! So is this! Asgard is Kneel!
Nasty hit! You alright, brother?
Breathe in fire! It's sigil magic! We've both been blinded by Odin! It doesn't have to end this way! Getting someone? Yalpa! Submit! Submit! God of no! Rise! Rise! Blood is not enough for Asgard! Submit! Submit!
You judge me. You, whose cowardice has left entire realms in ruin.
Sister, I know the hate that burns you From within, I have felt those flames, known the comfort of their warmth. I wronged you. And I cannot change that. Never apologizing enough for it. But the hatred, vengeance, you have to let it go. Finish it. Yes, sister.
Rhea, I'm sorry it came to that.
I gave her what she wanted. Thank you.
So then, how's it feel being Queen of the Valkyries once more?
Queen? Why? There are no Valkyries left.
The Shield Maidens. Will you not lead them? Or rebuild?
Maybe. It would be the first time in a while I have something truly mine. We'll see. The steel's reacting to us. That sword, it wasn't there before.
Those blades may not be from around here, but I'll be damned if I can't sharpen them up for you. Better get that armor nice and bloody. Woohoo! Looking good.
It fits.
Y'all feeling crafty?
The sword. It's inactive. Perhaps it needs more molten metal sent to it. Let's check the other arenas again.
Watch it!
It's explosive! Be careful! Enemy behind you, Kratos! Enemy behind you, Kratos! Good, that's the way!
The metal's flowing toward the center.
How? What did we do?
We told it to move.
Hope you're ready, brother.
Enemy behind you, Kratos!
Incoming fire!
Raider on the left!
The Alpha! Good, that's the way! The Alpha! Enemy behind you, Kratos!
Behind you, watch out!
The Alpha!
Behind you!
Finally!
There. What was that about us telling the lava to move?
It's said that the weapons of Muspelheim retain the memories of those they killed, even after they're melted down.
The metal lives.
That's a metaphor, surely.
No. Look, the runes on the ground. The same ones from the other arenas. They must be connected.
Combination forge.
Sounds violent. I was right. Raider, left flank!
The Alpha!
Incoming fire!
Good, that's the way! Yelpa! Enemy to your left!
Fire from behind!
Enemy behind you, Kratos!
Behind you! Look out! Behind you! Watch out!
Enemy behind you, Kratos! Rot! Enemy behind you, Kratos! On your left!
Behind you! Watch out! Right on! Grab the big sword! Poison from above! To your
This is the last.
You've done it. What does the forge have to offer us? Ah, I see. Depending on what order we complete the challenges in, this final reward's different.
Then we should try completing them in a different order. See what changes.
Prepare yourself! Poison! Right side! Enemy to your left!
On your right! Goga, left flank! Time to move! If the metal's alive, Freya, then why is it heading to the center platform?
Let's go find out.
They don't know what they're in for. Fire behind you!
Behind you! Incoming! Watch your left! Behind you! Look out!
Behind you! Look out!
Need to take out those springs, brother!
That's it!
Yelpa! back!
Watch your left!
Raider, left flank! Another raider, to the left! On your right! Left side! Einherjar! To the left! Harriet's attack!
Enemy to your left!
Behind you, watch out! Careful, brother! You're covered in Bifrost! On your right!
Enemies to your left!
Congrats! Gotten all the unique rewards old Surtur had to offer.
The steel yields to you.
Dane's legacy, the rage of Sather, forged into a single blade.
Now, Thor's not the only one with lightning in his hand. The ever-thirsting blade. Now you be careful with that, Kratos.
A good fit.
Better get that armor nice and bloody. Woo-hoo! Looking good! Now go show it off. Better get that armor nice and bloody. Woo-hoo! Looking good!
A good fit.
Better get that armor nice and bloody. Woo-hoo! Looking good! Y'all feeling crafty?